Hey everyone, welcome to the Beginners Room with me today. It's Monday. This is when we talk about the art of buying and selling. What does it involve to buy and sell in the market? Um, Please, whatever you're joining me, whether you're joining on the YouTube or the XM Beginners Room, please do well to introduce yourself. If you have questions, use the chat box as usual. I'm here ready and willing to answer your questions. Okay, so we're going to be doing analysis of the market, talking about the art of buying and selling. What do we want to look out for to help us find buy and sell ideas, buy and sell signals in the market? As traders, one of the major activities we do is analyzing the market, and this is to find ideas, signals. Do I want to buy? Do I want to sell? And the goal for you joining at the moment, trying to come into the class, is because you want to learn how to become an independent trader. You want to be able to open up the chart, analyze, and find trade ideas on your own, kind of become your personal signal provider. So, how do we do that? What are some of the things to look out for? This is what we're going to be talking about today. However, we would also look into the week. Let's take a look at what's kind of what we expect, in our economic calendar for the week. What are the major news and events that we expect? There are a couple of growth rates for the Canada, Euro area, that we're expecting during the week. Employment rates, inflation reports, PCA, personal consumer expenditure for the US. All of this can give us idea of the level of inflation in the US, initial jobless claim. So it looks like the week is packed. Why we do not have any interest rate decision from the major areas, as I can see. We still have a couple of high impact news. By the way, I have filtered for high impact, and you can see already we have so much that we're expecting, especially on Thursday. Thursday has a whole lot of high impact news expected from the G7, the other major countries around the world on Thursday. So many high impact news. You see all of them. So many of them has to do with retail sales, GDP, um, some inflation reports here and there, employment reports. So we'll pay attention and see how the week goes. But rather than just sitting and waiting for the news, what we can as well do is to go into our chart and begin to analyze the week, to start looking at how the market is moving and what we can do for ourselves during the week, how we can plan our trade, how we're going to be trading during the week. So what are we going to be looking at? I currently have the chart of Aussie Canadian dollar open because as looking at the trend, I can see a strong bullish trend already created. So how do I find trade here? The first thing, like I just mentioned, I see a strong bullish trend. That means that I'm analyzing the trend. So when I ask myself, I want to be able to find buy, sell ideas in the market. What do I want to look out for? How do I know it's a good time to find a buy? How do I know it's a good time to sell? How do I even know I should hold on to the trade I already have ongoing, or I should go out of the trade? I should be able to define rules in place that would guide me in order to do this effectively. So for me, one of the first things I do, aside from looking into the economic calendar, trying to find idea fundamentally what is expected to happen in the markets within the week, I also would first analyze the trend. And this trend, I'm not just going to sit on one time frame. I do more of so whatever strategy I teach can be applied to both swing trading, short term, day trade, scalping, intraday, whatever strategy you're trading, because on the chart pattern forming on the 4 hour, you're seeing it on the weekly. You can see such patterns also form even as little as 1 minute time frame. All right. So that means if I have an idea that I see a lot of time on the 4 hour, I can as well I apply such ideas for lower time frame. So if you feel that I'm analyzing on the 4 hour, so and you are a day trader who perhaps loves to trade by analyzing the whole chart from 15 minutes, and you feel that what I'm discussing is irrelevant, no, it is relevant to every time frame. Okay, so um first thing, I'm going to look at the trend, and the trend, I will look at it based on different time frames. So I'll do multiple time frame. I'll do like top-down analysis. So top-down analysis on the chart means that I start from higher time frame, and in this case, I'm going to look at the weekly. You'll see that on the weekly, we were in a downtrend for quite a long time, right? And even this impulse move to the downside was also a big one, to the downside. This is a clear downtrending move. Now, it looks like the direction is trying to change. I can't tell exactly that the direction has changed because the last eye in this downtrend, the last eye up here hasn't been taken out, and we're close to it now. So there's a possibility that it gets taken out because of the pattern that is forming on this weekly time frame. The pattern may end up forming like inverted head and shoulders. We have shoulder, head, like this, and then it continues to the upside. If we are going to look at it also as a core pattern, U. So this pattern, U pattern or V, is something like this. So we may expect to see maybe the handle form like in a form of the sending channel, and then it breaks above and continue. But in any case, the pattern I'm seeing here are whole bullish pattern. And at the moment, the strength is quite high to the upside on Aussie Canadian dollar. So in that case, I'm looking to do a buy, right, from the weekly. But let's take a look at the daily too. Interesting. The daily is also a strong bullish trend. I can see that we've had a couple of higher highs and higher lows. So it's all bullish. The whole trend is bullish. 4 hour time frame, also still a bullish trend, right? And because of the style of trading I love to do, which is holding on to the trade for multiple days, and which we can refer to as um, swing trade, or sometimes I do momentum trading as well. I love to analyze and most of the time enter from the 4 hour time frame, or maybe go down to 1 hour time frame and do an entry from there. Now, in this one, I see an uptrend. The price retraced a little bit, it corrects to the downside. But I'm seeing that it is forming here like a descending channel. This kind of movement of formation in the market is called descending channel, and it's a continuation pattern for an uptrending market. So now if I'm expecting a continuation to the upside, what will I be doing? I'll be looking for a buy above the resistance trend line. So let's draw that. So I'll be looking for a buy above the resistance trend line. So aside me being able to identify the trend, it is important that I also know what is the current market bias. Where are we? Are we close to any major resistance? If you look at it from the weekly, you have this horizontal line that I placed here as the neckline. Yes, we are close to that. If you look at it from the daily, it is also close to that. Um, if I am looking for a short-term trade, however, while it is close to it, I can still see that we can have opportunity of like some 50 pips. So if I'm looking for like a day trade, I may still have that opportunity to continue to go to the upside. But looking at it, I feel if the price gets toward the resistance or the neckline, it is possible that it will pull back, form another shoulder, and then complete the formation of the head and shoulder inverted pattern, and the price continue to the upside. So what does that mean? In essence, it means that if I am going to see a correction or a pullback, then this is going to result in the sell opportunity for a while. Imagine that the price goes down like this, forming a new shoulder and then breaking back up. This move to the downside would have taken me out. It would take out the trade I have. If I enter now, maybe at the most, my stop loss is going to be somewhere down below the small low that we have here. And if this is going to pull back up to this point, what happens? I'll get taken out. So to avoid being taken out of the trade too soon, it is best for me to wait, let it move to the upside complete, and then when it begins to pull back, I might find the short-term opportunity in the pullback, and then I go with until there's an opportunity of continuation, because what I'm seeing here is already a pattern that tells me that the downtrend is going to change from a down into an uptrend. So what I have done is looking at it from different area. I have a slide, in fact, prepared for that. So first thing, we look at trend. And when we talk about trend, what do we mean? We look at trend, which has to do with the major direction that the market is taking using multiple time frames. So I am not going to sit on just one time frame in doing this analysis. I consider multiple time frame. All right. So, and if I am having higher high, higher high, higher lows, and then all of a sudden I begin to have lower low, what does that mean? That the trend has changed. So I should be able to tell, where are we in the same of thing? There is an uptrend. Are we still trending to the upside? Is the market even trending at all? All right. If the market is trending, are we still trending up or trending down? Or maybe are we at a point where it seems that there is a correction or reversal pattern forming, which means that the market is about to change direction from an up into a downtrend, or from a downtrend back into an uptrend. So if I see a trending market, what do? I want to apply trending market strategies. All right. So that's the first thing I'll do. And I need to ask myself, what is the strategy that is working, or that would work in a trending market? And how about if I open up the chart, and rather than seeing a trending market opportunity, I actually see um, a a ranging market. All right. And what is a ranging market? Sideways market, where we have like equal highs and equal lows. So rather than seeing a clear move to the up or to the downside, I'm being able to tell that we're trending up or we're trending down. Nothing is happening. It's just sideways, giving me equal highs and equal lows. Hello, Nanda. Good to have you here. How are you today? What is the next take profit for gold today? Okay, so let's go take a look at gold and use that in continuing the discussion we are having on how to find trade ideas. So gold, what are we seeing with gold? So you said next take profit. Do you have a buy or a sell? I can see clear uptrend in the market. I was doing a buy for a while, but I saw some patterns forming, like the market wanted to change direction. So I had to go out of the market for a while, but I see that it started to move to the upside again. So buyers, still an uptrending market, and I'm expecting that it gets to the last high. If you look at it from the weekly time frame, if I'm looking at it from the daily, say that it gets here at least. In that case, I need to see the number of pips. Over 360. So that would still be a good one, even if I am just finding a trade idea here. Bias to the upside, you would see that my analysis isn't just based on a particular or just one time frame. I analyze from the weekly, I look at the daily, I'm comparing the 4 hour to them. And what do we have? Of course, still an uptrending market. You'd see we have like impulse, we have correction, we're in another impulse move. There's a possibility that it goes up a little bit and then starts to pull down again. before continuing. So being able to analyze trend like this makes it easier for me to have a basic, an understanding of the basis of my decision on that particular day, whether I'm going to be buying or I'm going to be selling. So in this case, to answer your question, Nandom, if I am going to do a buy, or if I have a buy ongoing and I am taking a long-term trade, or at least mid to long term, my minimum take profit is going to be here, this last high, which you see from the daily. It's a high in the past, so I can choose to enter anytime from here, and my bias is going to be for taking a profit around 2054. Okay,